He hadn't even officially taken over. The interim director of Metro Public Schools has already been replaced by no fault of his own. Board members called tonight's vote a sham, but one teacher says the first one was unethical. News Channel 5's Todd Walker attended the heated meeting, and Todd, the new interim director, has done this job before.
Yeah, Rory, Chris Henson was on the job for a year before Dr. Jesse Register was hired. Dr. Jay Steele was appointed just last week, and hours before he was set to take over, he's no longer in charge.
The MNPS has never had a violation like this.
This meeting of the Metro School Board was not regularly scheduled.
So the state law is clear. To remedy any perceived open meetings violation, the governing body in question should have a new and substantial reconsideration of the issue.
And it clearly wasn't a meeting many people wanted to have.
I think the fact that we're sitting here tonight exposes the deep levels of distrust on this board.
1 week after appointing Dr. Jay Steele as the interim head of the school district, board members held a reconsideration vote because a teacher filed a complaint saying the process wasn't transparent enough and violated the state's open meetings laws. The state has not yet responded to that complaint, but Board Chair Sharon Gentry called the emergency meeting to redo the vote anyway. That upset several of Steele's supporters on the board because one board member who voted for him, Anna Shepard, couldn't make the meeting because she had just gotten out of surgery. She was a vote for Steele.
You all know that there are not enough votes now to support Jay Steele. So I would ask that we postpone the vote until Anna can at least be present. Otherwise, this is just another rigged game.
It feels like you're trying to reverse the decision in, frankly, a heavy-handed way.
In the end, Steele was out and District Chief Financial Officer Chris Henson was in again. He was on the job longer than planned during the last search for a director of schools.
It was supposed to be a month last time, and it ended up being a year. So, the search is going to take as long as it takes until they get the right person in place.
All right, so here is why some, including the company that is screening applicants for the permanent director's position, had a problem with Steele in the interim role. He wanted the job permanently, and after being told that he was not on the short list of candidates, the board put him in as interim. And in a letter, the recruiter said that could discourage other candidates from applying because it likely could appear the board favored Steele despite what was recommended by the recruiter. Some board members say their fighting would likely be more discouraging from having candidates apply for the job than having Steele in that position. Rory?